Good morning, pupils. My name is Teacher Malaki. Welcome for the lesson of today. And as I've been saying that we are preparing learners for the KCPE this year, and we know very much well that most of the work comes from the previous classes. I want us to put more effort in the grade 7 work and social study, because almost 75% of the paper we always have questions from grade 7 that do put learners into a difficult task to remember what they covered. And that's why I'm stressing much in grade 7 work, because this is where learners should prepare well enough before sitting for the exam. So welcome today. A lesson will take around 20 minutes or 15 so welcome as we work together. This is a KCPE referred paper. It is a good paper. I've seen that we have some quality questions here that can assist learners, and today I'm promising that I'll be somehow faster so that we can cover a quite number of questions. So work with me as we start discussing the paper so that we can know what is happening in the map. With me we have a map given a title Sana area. The Sana area has so many physical features. I can see what you call the town. This is the town. We have the town boundary. You can see the town, the dotted line around the town. And the town we have the GO. I hope this is the governance office maybe. We have the police station in this region. We have the county council offices. We have the CEO. We have the church. This is a school. The town, many times I tell them that the towns grows because of good road network or road junction. So this town, the Sana town, has grown to its present because of the road junction. We have the Kopo market, you can see, towards the western side of the map. We have what you call a quarry, the northeastern side of the map. We have the limestone quarry. So we can say in this region we have cement factory, a cement factory, and it is a manufacturing factory. We have Randa market, we have the motor market, we have the sawmilling, you can see the forest. And the boys and girls, mostly when you see the sawmilling, this is what you call a forest, the high area. And also we have some tea, the letter T stands for tea. We have maize, you can see we have also coffee here. So the map is very simple. And also we can ask about the issue of economic activities in the map. We have quarrying, you can see a quarry, and sometimes they indicate exhausted quarry, so we have to be very much careful. So we have a quarry, limestone quarry, we have mining in the region, and that's where there is a railway line connecting the factory and the mining site. Railway lines mostly they transport bulky goods, and that's why you can see limestone minerals from what you call the quarry, the limestone quarry, all the way to the manufacturing factory at the eastern side of the map. We have lumbering as an economic activity, so we have activities like lumbering, we have mining, we have trading, you can see. We have also what you call transport, because we have the road, all those farming, we have tea, we have maize, we have coffee. Learners, I can say that the southern part of the map, this climate here, it is cool and wet. But you should understand one thing with the maize. Maize is a food crop. Maize does well where the climate is hot and wet. But now since also we have maize that does well under the cool and wet climate, we have tea here and the coffee there. Tea cannot do under any climate apart from cool and wet climate. So the tea, you can see tea, maize and coffee, this is a high area. The river rises from the source or from the forest all the way to the northwestern side, and the high area of the map is towards southeast. The lowest area is towards the northwest. Very fast. You can see settlement, the pattern, the dots you can see there. These dots, we call them, this is sparsely or scattered. This sparsely or scattered. The first question, very fast, boys and girls who are listening. The general direction of a borehole from the coffee farm. The borehole, you have the coffee farm, it is here. And where is the borehole? I'm going through so that I can see where the borehole is. Where is the borehole? I can't locate it from my side. The borehole. the borehole. This is the maize. We have the sawmilling. We have the limestone. We have the borehole. In fact, not indicated. The borehole not indicated. So when you go through the map, you cannot see a borehole somewhere. So it was not indicated. The borehole was not indicated. So we cannot answer this question since the borehole was not indicated. What is the approximate area of the coffee farm? Also, this is the coffee that we are having. There is no way we can find the area of this one since it has no any other figure. There is no figure enclosing the coffee farm. So the question number 1 and the question number 2, they were set wrongly. The question number 3, the main factor that has influenced the growth of coffee. In fact, coffee does well. This is coffee does well where the climate is of high altitude. The climate is cool and wet. So the high altitude is the major factor that's influenced the growth of coffee in the area. Fuko town has developed mainly because we said it's transport. All the junction, you can see how the town has grown. We have the road junction there. Another question here, around here we have 3 of the foreign economic activities are practiced in the Fuko area. Which one is not? We saw farming because we saw we have tea, maize, we have coffee farming, we have what you call mining. You can see the quarry there. We have the quarry. We have fishing, trading. Yes, we have the markets, and in fact we have the markets. You can see markets. So fishing is not among the activities carried out in the map. The main source of water for the residents in Fuko area, the main source of water of these people, in fact, is a river. A river is the main source of water in this region, because I cannot see any other source of water. No, so it is the river. The question number 7, Fuko area is likely to be. This is we have what you call the county offices. So this is a county under the governor and also the county commissioner as the person in charge of security. Which of the following groups of people belong to the nuclear family? This is a very simple. A nuclear family, we have father, daughter, son. Of course, yes, they came from the same ancestor. The two came from the father. There is no mother here. The mom is not counted as among the members of the nuclear family. The father, son, uncle is an extended, grandmother extended, mother, son, niece extended, father, daughter, son. So the answer was supposed to be A. Which of the following statement is true about the Wanyamwezi during the pre-colonial period? They were led by the hereditary kings. We had no kings. Nyamwezi is a chiefdom. They were ruled by the council of elders. No. Succession was matrilineal. The chief ruled with the help of special ministers. No. In fact, we had what you call matrilineal, where the nephew is the one who was inheriting. We have the Swazi government. We have the Nyamwezi chiefdom. We have the Old Ghana kingdom. They had what you call the matrilineal, whereby the nephew was the one who was to replace the king. Then under the Buganda kingdom, we had what you call patrilineal. So the answer was supposed to be C. A diagram shows what you call a Rift Valley, and the question is, down below shows a physical feature. The part marked K. K is a Rift Valley. In fact, K should be a valley, Rift Valley. So K is a Rift Valley. This is a Rift Valley. Then also we have what you call the tensional forces. The tensional forces formed that pulls apart this way. The tensional forces, and also the other side we have the tensional forces. They can ask you the process formation. It is faulting and sinking. The school routine is important mainly because it ensures all teachers attend lessons on time. It ensures school activities follow the set pattern of order, reduces the duties of the teacher, helps the strength of discipline. All these are the importance of the school routine, but the major one ensures that the school activities follow the set pattern and the order. That's the importance of the school routine. Also ensures teachers attend lessons, of course, yes, and reduce the work of the teacher. In which way? Going to the staff room and telling teachers that go to class. So once you have the school routine in place, the teachers, they know where they're supposed to be, and also strengthen pupils among discipline among pupils. Today I want to move very fast so that we can cover a great number of questions. Below are characteristics of a type of climate in Africa. Rainfall is received all year round. The temperature range between 10 degrees Celsius and 19. Annual rainfall varies between 480 and 780. Winds from the Indian Ocean influence the rainfall in the region. From Indian Ocean, the type of climate above is what? We have what we call savanna, Mediterranean, we have the warm continental and the equatorial. In fact, here, boys and girls, the answer is warm continental, the warm continental. Because if it is equatorial, this climate, we don't have equatorial climate that borders Indian Ocean, apart from in Madagascar only. But the warm continental, the climate, we do receive rainfalls throughout the year. Rainfall is received all year round. Temperatures range between 10 degrees Celsius and 19. Annual rainfall varies between 480 and 780. Winds from the Indian Ocean. This is a continental, warm continental climate. Which of the following is not true about the population structure of Kenya? Life expectancy in Kenya is very high. No. Life expectancy in Kenya, the life in Kenya expectancy is 55 years in Kenya. The population is youthful. There are more females than males, of course, yes. Infant mortality is very high, yes, and there is more youthful. In Kenya, so many people, they are young men of young age, and there are more females than males, of course, in Kenya. And the infant mortality rate, the death of children is very high due to poor medical facilities and medical attention. So life expectancy is very low, not high, should be very low, of 55 years. Remember, in Kenya, the life expectancy is 55 years. When you go to Germany, is 85 the highest, and India 65. In which of the following months are the equinox experienced? Many times there is what I normally draw. I always draw what you call the major latitudes in Africa. This is, we say, Jesus, my Savior, died. The Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north. We experience what we call, this is June. And also we have another formula here. We say, this is Jode Masse, 12-13 Suye. That in the month of June 21st, we experience summer solstice. So the month of June here, 21st, it is summer solstice. And the question is about equinox. December 22nd, winter solstice. December 22nd, winter solstice. March 21st and September 23rd, equinox. So it is March and September. This is the answer, equinox. And remember, under equinox, the daytime and long time and the night time in terms of length, they are equal. The following are functions performed by the traditional social organization. Settle disputes, treating the sick, placing the warriors, allocating land to the clan members, foretelling the future. Which among the following above were performed by the clan in the past? The clan members, this solving of the disputes, this was the major one. Treating the sick, we are the medicine people. We have placing of the warriors, of course, yes. Allocating land, yes, of course. And also foretelling the future, no. We had what we call the overseers, those members who could tell about the future. So for the clans, we had Roman number 1, Roman number 3, and Roman number 4. Yeah, the answer is A. 1 is settling of the disputes. Roman number 3, placing of the warriors, of course. Roman number 4, allocating land to the clan members, of course, yes. Another question here. The method of colonial administration used by the British in northern Nigeria was indirect rule, assimilation, was used in Senegal, assimilation in Senegal, association, the rest of Nigeria, since the northern part was under indirect rule. So the southern part of Nigeria and the rest of the country was under association, indirect rule, of course. Direct rule, we had Tanganyika. German in Tanganyika, they applied indirect rule up to 1919. The 1919 marked the end of German rule in Africa, where they were accused of causing the First World War, and the League of Nations took her colonies and they gave them to the British as the trustee territory. So it is indirect rule. Which one of the following groups of characteristics shown below describes the equatorial vegetation? Tiny thorny bushes, equatorial, no. Very tall trees, trees with straight trunks, yes. Numerous climbing trees, the answer is supposed to be boy. Scattered, no. Umbrella shaped, is this savanna? Short grass, no. In fact, the answer was supposed to be B of the equatorial. Very tall trees, trees with straight trunks, numerous climbing, of course, and the little or no undergrowth. The property left behind by the deceased legally is known as legally. It is known as inheritance. Inheritance, the property left behind by no, it is succession. It is succession, not inheritance. It is succession, because we have what you call estate succession and estate succession and what you call intestate. So the property left behind by a deceased legally, we call it estate. Estate, it is when somebody dies and leaves the property behind with a will. Remember, a will is a document that outlines on how property of a deceased person should be shared amongst the family members. And the rightful people to inherit family property are kids in the house or children. But if they are under the age of 18, the mom has the right to be on behalf until the age of 18. So estate property, this is the property left behind by the deceased person legally. Legally means what? He has left what he call the will behind that explains on how it should be shared amongst. But if the person dies without leaving the will behind, we call it testate. We have estate and a testate. In the past, the Akamba and Agikuyu mainly interacted through trading activities. The Akamba were traders, long distance traders. Agikuyu were farmers. The statement below describes a type of vegetation consists of grasses and shrubs. This is savanna. Trees of the medium size. This is savanna. In fact, it is grassland, temperate grassland. We have swamp. It is temperate grassland because we have what you call a medium size of trees, deep roots and thick barks. Trees are umbrella shaped. This is what you call the temperate grassland. The temperate grassland. I'm trying to look for the rest of the numbers where they are. The rest of the numbers. So, boys and girls, we continue preparing for the exams because the exams are around the corner, and we might be caught unaware without knowing what was happening. Yes, there is another paper here. I want us to proceed for around 3 minutes. The community in Kenya which was famous for long distance trading in the pre-colonial period was the Akamba. Of course, the Akamba. In which month is the sun overhead at Tropic of Capricorn? We have said the RNF that Jesus, my Savior, died in the month of December, Tropic of Capricorn. March, September, equinox. June, we have Tropic of Cancer. Which one of the following is an import to East Africa? An import to East Africa is electronics. But remember, the major import into Kenya is crude oil. Electronics, we have medicine. The cash crops, minerals, and livestock, we do export. We do import electronics. Another question, the main problem facing forestry in Kenya is clearing by human activities. In Kenya, the highest court is headed by the Chief Justice. The Chief Registrar is the Chief Accountant of the judicial system in Kenya. Which one of the following is not a service industry? motor vehicle assembly. Assembling is a assembling process, industries. Printing is a service. Mobile repair is a service. Shoe shining is a service. So we have what you call motor assembling as assembling. Which one of the following is not a conflict resolution mentioned in society? We have what you call dialogue. Of course, dialogue is the major one to solve conflict. Dialogue. Arbitration is another one. Revenge is not a method of solving a conflict. Reconciliation where a commission or independent body is being involved. Revenge is not a method of solving a conflict. The following were reasons why Europeans scrambled for colonies in East Africa. Which one was not? Acquire raw materials. Of course, the major one. Search for market for their finished goods. Of course, yes. Settle the population. Yes. Promote African culture. No, that one was not there. Promotion of the African culture was not among the reasons why they were scrambling for Africa. The question number 56 says that who among the following IBs of issues is responsible for voting at the constituency level? We have the returning constituency level, presiding the polling station, the chairperson of IBC. This person is the national returning officer for presidential election. The chairperson of IBC. The chairperson, the national returning officer for the IBC. The county commissioner, this person represents the interest of the national government at the county level, because this person represents the office of the president, and this person is in charge of security at the county level. Another question is here. Which one? This one, yeah. Kenya was declared. Who in Kenya was declared a state of emergency in the year 1952 by who? It was Sir Evelyn Baring. Sir Evelyn Baring, the one who declared the state of emergency. Who among the following officials of the Bwana Kingdom was also known as the Prime Minister? Katikiro, Prime Minister, Lukiko, Parliament, Monica, Treasurer, Mulamus, Chief Justice. Thank you very much for the lesson of today. Because of time, I wish you that we meet next. God bless you. This is what I'm giving you. This is your assignment for today. A member of County Assembly in the new constitution is selected to represent an area known as. This is your assignment. As we meet next, God bless you. Please do this work, and I wish you well in your exams. Let us meet later. May God bless you. Shalom.